Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Amira from Fayza Arabic Centre, and we are here carrying on with our book that explains to us the language of the Quran, Quranic Arabic, or Quranic language made easy, and a new lesson which is الضمائر المتصلة or the attached pronouns. Our last lesson, during our last lesson, we have explored in detail the detached pronouns, and we spoke about them, give some examples, and we need to be confident with them before taking this lesson, please. So as we have said earlier, that the concept of pronouns in general means that I have mentioned something and I'm referring to it back to it instead of keep repeating this thing. And this is what's happening here also with the attached pronouns. And as its name explains, they are going to be written as attached to a word. So they are never going to be written on their own. Instead, we have already the detached ones, which are written on their own without being connected to any other word or attached to any other word. So the first thing that we know about the attached pronouns, الضمائر المتصلة, is that they are there to refer to someone, somebody, or something that have been mentioned before. Two, they are going to be attached. The question is, where are they going to be attached in the word? And the answer to this is that they are going to be attached all the time at the end of the word. So again, they will be attached at the end of the word. You will never find them at the beginning of the word. They have to be at the end of the word all the time. Next question is, what type of word they are going to be attached to? Are they attached to nouns? Are they attached to verbs? Are they attached to particles? Now, actually, they can be attached to nouns, verbs, and most of the particles. In our lesson today, we're going to talk about, or to start with, introducing all the pronouns first, the attached pronouns specifically, and we're going to talk about how they are going to be attached to nouns. Which function? What is the meaning when do we find them at the end of a noun? To start with, let us have a look at what we have here. As the name indicates, these pronouns will appear attached to another word, which can be a noun, a verb, or a particle, and specifically, but let us leave the particles now. So basically, noun, verbs, and particles. What are these ones? And please remember that all that you have here in this table are going to appear attached at the end of a word. And as we have we're supposed now we got used to this table. So we have mufrad, the singular, al-muthanna, the dual, and al-jam', the plural, and we have al-ghaib, that is third person. That is a third. Okay, it's already there. So it's a third person. الغائب المذكر, that is third person masculine. الغائب المؤنث, third person feminine. الحاضر المذكر, second person masculine. الحاضر المؤنث, second person feminine. And then المتكلم, المذكر and المؤنث at the same time, which is the first person masculine and feminine. And we have agreed that with the first person we don't have gender. Both everyone is used for both genders. Everything here is used for both genders. Type. If we're talking about third person and third person masculine, so if it's singular, it's gonna be ha with a dhamma. If it's a dual, it's gonna be huma, ha with a dhamma, and then mim with a fatha and mad alif. If it's gonna be plural, it's gonna be hum. So as you can see, it all the time so far starts with a ha. So ha with a dhamma, ha with a dhamma plus the mim alif, ha with a dhamma again plus mim sukun. So hu, huma, hum. Type. What about if it's a ghaib mu'annath, that is third person feminine? We still have the ha, but this one is a ha with a fatha and alif. Or huma again, it's the same thing with dual. or ha again with a dhamma and then followed by noon with a shadda. So you can see here that with the third person, whether it's masculine or feminine, whether it's singular, singular, dual, or plural, it's all the time starts with a ha, which is good. I mean, that is a good sign or something that would make us remember that. طيب, what about second person? With the second person, if the second person here is masculine, then the singular is gonna be kaf with a fatha. And maybe it would help us to change the color. So now with the second person masculine, singular is gonna be ka with a fatha ka. With the dual is gonna be ka again, but with a dhamma and ma, kuma. And with the plural is gonna be kum, ka again with a dhamma, but followed by a mim with a sukun. If it's a second person feminine, what's going to happen? We will have the ka again, only ka, but with a kasra, so it's gonna be ki, while again, second person masculine would be ka, so ka, ki. And with the dual, it's the same as the masculine, so it's gonna be ka again with a dhamma, so ku, and mim with a fatha and alif, so kuma. And the plural is ka with a dhamma followed by noon with a shadda and fatha. So you can see that the second person, all the time, we have a kaf at the beginning, and something is going to change or changes in the haraka, the vowel on the kaf, or if there is something following. طيب, what about the first person? Now, first person, we have a ya with a fatha or a noon ya, and we will see the difference between these later on. But it's generally, if it's a singular, it's gonna be a ya, and then if it's a plural or dual, it's gonna be noon na. Noon with a fatha followed by an alif. So the first person is so simple, easy, straightforward, as you will see, inshallah. So again, try to help yourself to remember those things by those tricks that we've been talking about. So again, the third person all the time starts with a ha. The second person all the time starts with a ka. And the first person, we have only two of them, either a ya or a na, noon with a fatha. This is explained to us here. So the above table should be memorized thoroughly. In the table, certain similarities to the detached pronouns can be seen. So all third person masculine and feminine pronouns begins with a ha, as we have said. All the dual pronouns end with a ma, as you can see that too. So here, for example, the dual here, it's a third person ends with a ma, masculine and feminine. Dual second person ends also with a ma, masculine and feminine. And we have said that we don't have we don't have dual in the first person. So that is what this point is talking about. Okay, and this one was talking about, let me help you with color coding so that you would know. This one was talking about the third person. Okay, all the next point here is that all the plural second and third person masculine pronouns with with a mim with a sukun, which is again correct. If we look at the endings, you would find that the plural of the third person ends with a mim with a sukun. The plural of the second person ends also with a mim with a sukun. The plural masculine all the time ends with that. Type all the plural all the plural second and third person feminine pronouns end with noon with a shadda. Again, yes, this is the case. So okay, if you can see here, you will find that the plural feminine third person ends with a noon with a shadda and fatha, and this is the same situation also with the plural of feminine second person. So third person and second person end with the same thing. And finally, the difference is in the second person masculine and feminine pronouns, which begins with a kaf letter. And yes, both of them starts with kaf, but the singular masculine kaf with a fatha, the singular feminine is kaf with a kasra. As you can see. So it is a must for us to know this table by heart. And this is something that might take a little bit some time, but it is important for us because we will not be able to find our way into the ayat or in Arabic in general without knowing our pronouns very clearly, whether we are talking about detached or attached pronouns. Type. Now we have been introduced to all the attached pronouns in the Arabic language. How are we going to use it? I mean, what purpose do we use it for? Yes, they do refer back to something that have been mentioned before, as we have said, but if we already have this done by the detached ones, why should we need the attached ones here, and why they are attached at the end of these words? Now, let us talk today only about the attached pronouns with nouns when they come at the end of a noun. And let me tell you that this when they come at the end of a noun, they have only one purpose, which is saying the owner of this noun that they appear at the end of. So it's simply a possessive function here. And we have here a simple word, which is kitab. Kitab means book. Now, who owns the book? Who owns the book? And this is the question that these words are trying to answer. So simply, those attached pronouns now are going to be playing the role of a possessive pronoun. So if you remember, the singular masculine third person is who. Attaching this who at the end of a word, so it's kitabuhu. Kitabuhu. Then it is his book. Okay, so please remember, those attached pronouns coming at the end of a noun, it means that they are referring to the owner of this noun. Kitabuhuma, we are here talking about the third person masculine. Mufrad or singular is gonna be who, so his book, kitabuhu. Type. Dual of the third person masculine, kitabuhuma. This is the huma, ha, and ma, so it's their book. But of course, in English, we don't have dual. So there here is referring to two males or mixed gender. And kitabuhum, this hum means their book, and we're referring to a group of people now. So you can see that this was the who attached to kitab. This was huma attached to kitab. This was hum attached to kitab again. Kitab is the same in all of them. It's the ending that differs, changes based on who owns the book. Type. If we move on to the third person feminine, and we have said it's ha here. So attached at the end of the kitab. So you can see that kitabuha, of course there is a ba here. Kitabuha means her book. Kitabuhuma, again, because we said that it's the same, so it's their book. Kitabuhunna, here it's hunna. كتابهن, their book, and we are referring to a group of ladies. I know that if you look at those four, their book, their book, their book, their book, but in Arabic it's very specific. I mean, we know who owns the book. The meaning in added or implied or included in the words in Arabic is very detailed, very specific. And this is one of the reasons Arabic is very meticulous, very accurate in the information delivered inside their words. But if we move on to second person masculine and singular, so it's a kaf with a fatha, kitabuka, your book, and you are talking to a singular masculine. Kitabukuma, your book again. By the way, all the translation here into second person gonna be your. So kitabukuma, your book again, but you are speaking to two people, either two of them, both of them are males, or one male and one female. Kitabukum, kum added here means that you are your book and you are speaking to a group of men or mixed gender. But if it's second person feminine, it's gonna be kitabuki singular, kitabuki using the kasra now instead of the fatha here, and it's also your book, but you are speaking to a singular feminine. Kitabukuma, also ma, your book, and you're speaking to two females. Kitabukunna, and you are speaking your book again, but you are speaking to a group of ladies here. You see how specific it is, because as you have seen, it is simply in all those six boxes, it's your book, your book, your book. But who is your? I mean, who your is referring to who in English? It could be anything, but in Arabic it's very, very clear whom you are speaking to. But last thing here, first person. First person, we said there is no gender and there is no dual. So it's only when you are dealing with nouns, it's only the ya. Do you remember when we said there is something here, there is a ya and nun ya. Ya is dealing only with the, or used only with the nouns. So ya at the end of a noun means simply my. So kitabi, my book. Type. What about the nun alif na? Kitabuna, our book. The speakers could be two and above, and it doesn't matter the gender here. So our book, kitabuna, two people are speaking or a group of people speaking, no matter what gender this is. Looking at explanation here, above is the attached pronoun table with a noun. Note the following points. The noun precedes the pronoun, and the noun is translated first, and then the pronoun is translated first, and then the pronoun. Okay, what did this mean? It is simply means if I am translating any of these ones, any of these words, and if we take, for example, kitabuhu. So the point here is saying that, as you can see, the noun, which is kitab, comes first, and then the pronoun appears at the end of the word. And this is what I was telling you. Pronouns, attached pronouns, all the time appears at the end of the word. It never comes before at the beginning of a noun. But when you come to translate this into English, you're going to start with the pronoun first. So kitabuhu, who, this who means his. So in English, the order is the opposite, and you need to translate it in the opposite order. So his book. All right. طيب, let us have another example. Kitabi. I know this E means my. So in English, the pronoun comes, the possessive pronoun comes first, and it comes as a separate word. So my, and then I put the noun itself, my book. So again, the noun precedes the pronoun, and in translation, the pronoun is translated first, and then the noun. Please remember this because you're going to need it a lot while trying to understand the Quran in Arabic. And you will see how important pronouns, attached pronouns specifically, when understanding Arabic, the Quran in Arabic, inshallah. The second point here is for the first person, the ya is used with a noun with fatha or sukun. Kitabi, kitabiya. And we will see this, inshallah, when we come to more examples. The last letter of the noun when attached with the pronoun ya, which means my, will be with a kasra instead of a dhamma. So kitabi, يعني, if you look here again, kitab, kitab here, if you look at all the other attached pronouns appearing at the end, all can come, the ba, which is the last letter of kitab, comes with the dhamma, but not in this case. Why? Because the ya is very strong sound, and to be able to pronounce the ya, you have to add a kasra before it, like this. So kitabi. If you try to put a dhamma on the ba or anything else, you will not be able to pronounce it. It needs a kasra so that you would be able to pronounce it. Type. Now let us have a look at this exercise. We will do it, and we will end the lesson today. I will do it, and then I will do it. I will do it with you now, and then I will take off the all these, or I can leave it. But the point is, I need you to try to do it on your own later on. So let us do it together. But after you watch the lesson, you can pause and go back to where you have this exercise without being done, without any answers, and try to do it yourself, and then come back to what we have done together and to compare what you have done to the answers that we have put, please. So we have the word qalam, which means pen, and if I would like to say his pen. Remember that in Arabic, the noun comes first. So we would say qalam, and be prepared because the meme has to attach to something, and we know that his is who according to the table, so qalamuhu. Okay, you can try different things, by the way, and you can say, for example, let us try my pen. I leave this for you. Let us say your pen, and your pen can be lots of things. Can be you're speaking to a singular masculine, singular feminine, you're speaking to dual, you're speaking a masculine plural, or or feminine plural. So try it all. Okay, type bait. Let us say her bait is house, her house, her house. And let us translate this, and remember, bait comes first, and her is ha. So his is who, بيتها, her house. طيب رب. بيت also you can try. يعني if I were you guys, I would use every word with all putting it instead of this. And I mean, put each word in this table, make this table like kitab, and يعني make this table but without these words, and put قلمه, قلمهما, قلمهم, and so on. And you can send me this. I'll be more than happy to have a look at this and reply back, inshallah, with some feedback. So consider what we're doing is some examples, but you need to do the rest, all the table for every word here. So we have done qalam, we have done bayt. Let us have rab, and let us say our God. So Rabb, and you can find this as our Lord as well. So the same meaning. So our God, starting with Rabb, and our is na. So Rabbuna. Rabbuna. Okay. طيب رسول. Let us do your prophet. Rasul is prophet. Your prophet. And you are speaking to singular, masculine. So it's Rasul comes first. Rasuluka. Rasuluka. Abd. So his. Abd is slave. So his, referring to Allah, his slave. So Abd comes first. Abduhu. Abduhu. طيب اسم, which is name. Let us say, for example, your name. And you're speaking to singular feminine. So you would say ismuki, and the kaf has a kasra. Ismuki. So try to do the same. I mean, we have done all the words together. Try to do all of them, in each one of them in the table. So we have 4 of them here. Then make 4 of these of this table. You can put the table once. I mean, put it once empty of words here, and copy it 6 times. Photocopy it, I mean, 6 times, and then start filling it with these words. Being attached to all the pronouns, and provide the translation as well. This is going to be an excellent exercise for you to get yourself familiarized with these pronouns in usage. I mean, while they are being used, not that they are being memorized out of context. Making use of them and using them while trying to translate, to memorize them, is going to be much better for you, and easier for you to remember later on, inshallah. And again, I will be more than happy to look at your answers if you would like to share them with me. One last thing here, remember, when attached a pronoun, the tanween on the last letter of a noun will change it to only one. So if you have double dhamma or double fatha or double kasra at the end of any word, as long as you are attaching it to one of the attached pronouns, this double thing goes away and you have only one. So the reason for that is that here, for example, qalamun, baytun, rabbun, rasulun, abdun, ismun, all these have tanween at the end because they are indefinite nouns. Any indefinite any indefinite noun should end with tanween. But when we are attaching these words, any one of it, to an attached pronoun, this means that I have related this word, like ism, for example, to a specific person or a specific thing, which means it's not indefinite anymore. It became definite because it's now the name that belongs to this or that. It's not any name. And this means that there is no point of using the tanween anymore, because again, tanween, remember, it only appears at the end of indefinite nouns. Thank you so much for today's lesson. I hope you have benefited from it. There is a Quizlet list, a set, that is going to be available also at the comments part for anybody who would like to have more practice with the Quizlet test, a Quizlet set that would help you to practice the attached pronouns with nouns. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in future videos, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.